Welcome back to New Rockstars. I'm Whitney Van Laningham, and holy nine hells, we're getting a D&D movie. As a tabaxi arcane trickster myself, I can't wait to see my favorite tabletop RPG come into the silver screen. You hear that, popular kids from my high school? Dungeons & Dragons is hot now! Written and directed by Jonathan Goldstein and John Francis Daly, aka the writing duo behind Spider-Man Homecoming, this movie is definitely something that I think y'all will enjoy, even if you're not a D&D superfan yet. Today, I'm taking you frame by frame through the new Dungeons & Dragons Honor Among Thieves trailer, point out all the D&D details you might have missed. The trailer opens on Neverwinter, a bustling city of craftsmen, merchants, and gardeners in northwest Faerun, also known as the Jewel of the North. Front and center, you can see Castle Never, home of Neverwinter's rulers. Interestingly, the movie has added a coliseum to its landscape, a structure that doesn't exist on any official maps of Neverwinter. Chris Pine, a human bard named Edgin, introduces their party as a team of thieves, made up of Michelle Rodriguez, a barbarian named Holga, Justice Smith, a half-elf sorcerer named Simon, and Sophia Lillis, a tiefling druid named Doric. Peep that white dragon statue as the party walks through the market square. It actually comes to life later on in the trailer. In the background of this scene, you can see Neverwinter's blue banner emblazoned with 3 snowflakes. Next, the party makes their way through the Underdark, an expansive network of caverns, tunnels, and passageways that lie underground. The city they make their way through looks to be Gracklsta, also known as the City of Blades, a subterranean fire-lit home to an underground race of dwarves called the Duergar. These grave dwarves are known to be cynical and tyrannical, and are only happy when they cause the suffering of others. The statues we see lining the chamber are Duergar priests, who display psionic powers in some D&D lore. Reggie Jean Page's paladin, named Zank, pulls a golden helmet out of an intricate puzzle contraption. It was revealed in an exclusive SDCC clip that this item is called the Helm of Destruction. The mechanical contraption that holds it is covered in Dethic runes that likely detail how to open it in Dwarvish language. The dragon we see attacking the battlefield is a black dragon, the most brutally destructive and solitary of all chromatic dragons. These guys are known for their ambush-style combat and their use of acid breath, which might be the gross, deadly barf coming out of the dragon's face hole. As Edgin ushers his fellow adventurers to safety, you can see that he's wearing a Harper pin, signifying his former membership to a semi-secret organization of people whose mission is to preserve art, minimize the destruction of animal and plant life, fight villainy, and protect the freedoms of those around them. The Harpers mainly operate out of northern Faerun, confirming that this D&D story takes place within the Forgotten Realms setting. The door he leads them through also has the same symbol inscribed on it, so perhaps this is a Harper safe house of some kind. Although several important deities in D&D lore support the Harpers, they also have equally powerful enemies, such as the Red Wizards of Thay, one of whom we see here holding a glowing red horn. The Red Wizards of Thay are a magical cult of demonologists, dedicated to creating a world of undeath, filled with spiritually reanimated corpses. I think that this artifact could possibly be the Drakhorn, the horn of a red dragon gifted to dragonkind by Tiamat, the evil 5-headed dragon goddess. As the queen of all chromatic dragons, she created the Drakhorn as a means to call any chromatic dragon within 2,000 miles. However, like I said, the Red Wizards of Thay are super into necromancy, so this could be a tool unique to this movie that falls more in line with those characters' zombie hobbies. Interestingly though, there have been plots by Red Wizards to turn living dragons into Dracoliches, so that they can command hordes of dragon zombies. So maybe the horn is being used in Honor Among Thieves for a little bit of both. Behind the red horn is an alchemy jug, a magic container that produces any liquid you desire. I use mine for teriyaki sauce. The Red Wizard using the horn in the next shot is likely Sastam, an incredibly powerful lich and one of the 8 Zulkers, aka powerful rulers of Thay. He was the ruler of necromancy and leader of a massive army of undead soldiers. I wouldn't be surprised if this dude was the greatest evil ever known that Edgin and his crew unleashed. It seems that his followers are blocking these civilians' escape using the spell Wall of Force. Next, we get our first look at Paddington 2's very own Hugh Grant. Grant's character is a sneaky rogue named Forge Fitzwilliams, who, like this Red Wizard, appears to be on the party's side at this point in the movie. The Red Wizard here is likely casting the spell Slow. The woods we see here could possibly be the outer rim of the Dread Ring in Neverwinter Wood. Forged by liches, Dread Rings are necromantic ritual sites / fortresses for the Red Wizards of Thay. The space surrounding a Dread Ring oozes with evil, be it through a swamp of blood or a dusting of ash. This evil aura may be what gives the trees in this trailer their lovely crimson hue. Also, say hello to this giant spider! The wintry town where Edgin and Holga agree to talk over a drink is most likely located in Icewind Dale, home to tough pioneers and barbarians in the northernmost region of Faerun on a snowy tundra. Based on the trees, I'd say that this is the town of Lonelywood, surrounded by the Lonelywood Forest. When we see them handcuffed a few moments later, they could be at Revel's End, the cliffside prison near Lonelywood. This cracked snow-covered landscape is the spine of the world, the mountain range that stretches across northern Faerun. While Holga forges what looks like a homebrewed magma axe, Zank wields a dagger sword, a magical weapon exclusive to this movie. Simon uses the Helmet of Destruction while casting Thunder Wave, a spell that sweeps a wave of thunderous force out from under you. The glowing orb we see hovering in the next shot could be a drift globe, a floating light that can either glow as dim as a flashlight or as bright as daylight, depending on what the user needs it for. When we finally meet Doric, she uses Wild Shape to transform from a horse into an owlbear, which looks cool as but is technically inaccurate. Not to be a well actually, but according to 5e rules, druids can't become owlbears using Wild Shape. Likewise, the spell she uses a few moments later to travel between worlds is called Dimension Door, which druids typically don't have access to. So, Doric is either a brand new subclass or the director master is down with the rule of cool. It's like a dungeon master, but he directs us the movie. As Simon confirms the creature's identity, check out his satchel. It looks to me like it could be the Bag of Holding, a small sack that opens to extra-dimensional space, allowing its user to carry up to 500 pounds. The volcanic mountain in the next shot is Mount Hotenau, a volcano in the Crags mountain range deep in the Neverwinter woods. Next, we meet some cool characters with some cool spells. Jason Wang's character Dralis casts the cantrip Green Flame Blade. Daisy Head's Red Wizard casts the Lightning Bolt, emitting blue electric energy. Outside the Colosseum, Simon casts the protection spell Globe of Invulnerability, which protects you up to a 10-foot radius. Inside the Colosseum, our heroic gang of thieves prepare for battle. We get a much better look at Forge Fitzwilliams here. In the maze, Holga approaches one of the most classic and signature D&D monsters, the Mimic. This monster shapeshifts into normal household objects or enticing chests of gold to attract unsuspecting prey. Edgin, Simon, and Doric narrowly dodge an attacking Displacer Beast by diving headfirst into a gelatinous cube. Displacer Beasts are magical panther-like creatures with 6 legs and tentacles sprouting from their shoulders. Their magic can bend light, making themselves displace, aka appear closer or farther away than they actually are. But diving headfirst into a gelatinous cube ain't no walk in Winterfell either. These suckers are acidic and typically absorb and dissolve their prey extremely quickly. See that skeleton guy down there? That guy stayed in there a little too long. Simon casts Ice Knife in the battle arena, a spell that flings a shard of ice that explodes on impact, whether you hit your target or miss. I've seen some fans speculating that these projectiles could also be magic missiles, but those never miss their intended target. These blasts don't seem as precise as magic missiles should be, but who knows? Like I said earlier, the rule of cool seems to apply to a lot of scenarios in this movie. Daisy Head's Red Wizard uses Misty Step to dodge the owlbear, a spell that creates a plume of mist around its caster, allowing them to teleport up to 30 feet to an unoccupied space. The mist is usually silver and not red, but I actually like that they're using an alternate color here to display her Thay powers. The best part of this trailer, however, is when we meet Thember Chowd, the chonkiest, tubbiest red dragon in D&D lore. His job is to protect the Duergar of Gracklstugh in the Underdark. And look, I know that he's a chaotic evil and that he barbecues and eats anyone who disagrees with him, but look at that cute chubby little bunny! I love him, even if he's a bad guy, he's like a thick, dangerous pug. The reason why this guy has a little belly is because he powers Gracklstugh's forges with his flame breath, and in return, the Duergar feed him whatever he wants and bring him treasure. As you can see here, he's trying to eat crisp pine because crisp pine is a goddamn snack. Finally, we get to see what we really all came here for, a bard strumming his lute and doing a jaunty little jig. But listen up, Doric, Edgin is way more powerful than he looks. The bard in my campaign has saved our asses with music more times than I've slayed a monster with my custom gnomish engineered dagger claws. These are just some of the Easter eggs that I found in the Honor Among Thieves trailer, but I want my fellow D&D nerds to let me know what I missed in the comments. With D&D, there's always new lore to learn. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Whitney Puppy, follow New Rockstars, subscribe to New Rockstars for more analysis of everything you love, and thanks for watching. Bye!